Welcome back
We did it. Episode 1. It's in the books.
with a whole new setup.
New thing now. We got a little ring light here. We got some mics now.
A little professional, maybe.
A
Looking
full
good.
audio production department.
Yes.
Shout out, Finish the Fight.
And editing. Shout out, Finish the Fight.
If you haven't heard it,
Player
if you want to
basis.
go watch the old episodes, that's gold
Check it
right
out.
there.
There's
Check them
some-
out.
there's
So
some
there's some
quality
good hours of
episodes.
content.
There's some good
Our boy
episodes.
Aaron makes his own appearances there, and
I'm
Little
in that.
cross-show
it's worth checking out. If you're,
Great,
if you're into
great
Halo, you'll like it.
But hey, now we're on to Gin Tuesday on a Saturday.
This gin
On a
Tuesday is
Friday.
on
That's
a
the name we were
Saturday.
going
On a
with, too.
Friday.
Is it Friday?
It's on a Friday.
Oh, Gin Tuesday on a Friday.
It is a
But
Friday.
this gin Tuesday is on a Saturday.
Well,
But
the
this
episode
particular
comes out
one
on a
is-
Friday.
Okay.
Oh, on a Friday.
But it's Tuesday on a Saturday right now.
But that's the name.
We're
Maybe-
sticking to it.
We're sticking to it. I think we'll probably have like a.
I don't know if we have in the logo it says both. I don't know if we're sticking with the Gin Tuesday show or the Gin Tuesday podcast. I like show personally.
It's a
I
show.
think show.
Podcast
because-
is pretentious.
I mean,
and
yeah,
overdone.
you can
Yeah.
see us. Like
Yeah.
it's somewhat of a show.
It's a show.
We got professional stuff,
Yeah.
right? We got
Yeah, I'd say maybe the
Non-alcoholic
experience.
beers?
What about the Gin Tuesday experience, like JRE, the GTE?
and that's
Okay.
just
You see what I mean?
that's some dick riding.
We're spitballing. We're spitballing here.
Yeah.
I think we got to do an Eden call-in for the day where
We
we
will have a
explain
call-in.
the Gin
Yeah,
Tuesday.
We're actually-
the origins of
Yeah.
Gin
Actually,
Tuesday.
I don't
Okay.
know if he's going to be making an appearance, but later in this episode, we will have a call-in segment. Just a couple of our close confidants, a couple of our boys. They just have some thoughts on last week's episode and what we talked about, and want to weigh their opinions.
Some
And,
constructive criticism.
I think
Might
so
have
far
some jazz.
confirmed guests we got Big T, we got Tyler Minton,
Sweet
Ferrero
Tea.
Gomez. You can find him on YouTube as well. All of us here in
What's it? Fernando
Well, Western
Gomez.
PA.
Ferrero
Later.
Gomez, yeah.
What's
All of
the
us here
SoundCloud?
in the Whippeal, we really like to get on that YouTube grind, even though we get absolutely nothing out of it, but our own laughs. But that's worth it.
record for fun, first and
It's
foremost.
for funsies.
That's what I was saying. Even if nobody watches this shit, like when we 15 years from now, we're hanging out. We're just like, dude, you remember when we did this?
Yeah.
No, wait, what? You have those? And then we watch that, and it's gonna be a Saturday.
And it's just
Hopefully, it's going to be in like a
fun to
mansion
yap.
when we're successful.
Well,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
for sure, for
We'll
sure.
be looking back at it. We'll be on Joe Rogan talking about it.
Yeah, where we don't have to hold the mic.
Yeah.
On the mic kind of
We'll
is
get
nice.
there.
Although these
Yeah.
probably
It's
are better
nice-
than Joe Rogan's mics, I would say.
I hope we're coming in clear. I hope so. I believe we are.
Unique
We should
New
be.
York.
That's the best.
Okay, so we got some goodies today. Some fun topics to broach.
Oh, yeah.
You want to kick it off right now?
Sure.
Okay.
Welcome back, boys. Let's
Yeah.
All right.
do it to us.
Right,
Get into
do it
episode
to us
2.
first. We made it. Gin Tuesday.
Gin Tuesday.
Okay, so what we decided is we were going to run through a ideal starting 5 and 6-man, picking from players that are currently within the 4 teams that are in the conference finals right now. And then one caveat, you can pick any freebie pick from a player that was in the playoffs. So if you want Jokic, you go ahead and get Jokic, Giannis. You get one of those.
They had to be in the playoffs.
in the playoffs.
And
Playoff teams, you get
and
one free pick.
this is going to be snake draft style, and there's going to be no repeats. So once the player is picked, you can't have him in your starting 5 or your bench man. And
We're gonna see
we're
who
going
has
to
the
go
best
first
team.
pick, then second pick, third goes twice, then we'll snake draft style it like that from there on. So
Okay.
how do you guys want to determine the order here?
Three-way rock, paper, scissors.
Yep.
Is that possible?
I mean, it's possible, but I don't know if it's the most.
Yeah, it's possible. Come on.
It's probably the best way. Honestly.
Okay. This was off the cuff.
All right.
So Aaron's first pick.
I'm moving.
All right.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, you want
Triple scissors.
Do you want second or third, Kyle? Because third is a swing pick.
That's tough.
Well, actually, Aaron, you get to pick first.
Well,
do you want first, second, or third?
I'll
This is
take
also
first.
okay.
I
Yeah.
think I'd be smart to take second if you get your. Some
I
of
mean,
the best
second
players are
is-
still in the playoffs. I'm gonna risk it and go third pick.
Okay. Are we
Go for the
allowing
money.
Yeah.
Are we allowing the random player to be picked in the first round?
Yes,
Sure.
you can.
Yeah, you can pick 'em
I knew
whenever.
wholeheartedly what I was getting into
I
when
think
I passed.
I
Fair
think
enough.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna pick my wild card last
Yeah.
because I think I'm gonna have to fill it in with like the best player available type of thing. But first overall
It's
pick,
safe to leave that.
I think I'm going to take.
Don't say it.
Gotta take Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm taking Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's
Guy's
fair.
killing it right now.
Okay.
He's just gonna draw penalties. I'm
Okay.
taking him at point guard. I think.
So if you do take
take
your
him
at
superstar
the-
early, you're giving up
at
the
the
potential
one.
great players that are still in this in the playoffs. I
Yes.
guess that's fair.
Yeah.
So we got it ironed out.
Yep.
Okay.
So Shy is off the board.
101.
Absolute loser.
That's all you.
I'm 2.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were 2.
I passed. I want the
Yeah, you
swing.
passed.
Okay.
I want to see who
Alright.
you say.
Give me Ant.
Damn.
Yep.
I have to.
I was going between.
I
you
mean,
and Ant.
of the players still, that was my one. So
Okay, I may have messed up. I thought you were gonna just be like Jokic. I
yeah,
was
well,
really
you could
banking
take
on
him.
you
I mean,
saying
you have
Jokic.
2 picks, so you could take him if you wanted to.
So I can take him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I want Halliburton and Jokic. Bang.
That's great. So Kyle's superstar is off the board.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
That's
play.
wicked
That's a
already.
playmaking. That's a playmaking. Now you just need
Mhm.
some.
Okay. So what are you gonna put him at? So you got
Obviously
so
Halliburton
PG.
at the 1,
Yep.
and then we're gonna take Jokic at the 4.
At the 4.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That
keep
leaves
the
the
center.
door open for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So with my
boy
second
Nas
pick,
Reed
I have
might-
Ant at the 2. So I'm gonna put him at the 2, and then
It's already a good team.
give me
Yeah.
Giannis at the 4.
Oh.
I'll take Giannis as my superstar.
That's an explosive
See,
slash.
I might have thrown
Yeah,
it
it
already.
is. Those two
Yeah,
guys,
slash.
those 2 guys, if you just give them guys that will average like a point guard 5 assists a night and a center that averages 8 rebounds a night, that team is like
That's
so
deadly.
good.
I got the finesse team, and you got the run through your chest team.
If
Like
the
already.
Timberwolves can somehow send like Gobert, Randall, DiVincenzo, and all that for Giannis, they should do it in a heartbeat. That team would be in the championship contender every year.
Doesn't matter who's around.
That's a
These
good
two
team.
are good.
Yeah, that's a good team.
Okay.
It's just unstoppable. So you have.
That's like it's like a Kobe Shaq type duo.
Oh, that's
Obviously not as good with the Kobe side,
It's
but
like it reminds me
Giannis
of
is.
like
I'd say
the
Giannis is.
supersonics,
Obviously,
like
Giannis is a power forward.
Ray
Shaq's the
Allen,
center.
Sean Kemp kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
Giannis
this
is a
thing
power
going on
forward.
there.
Shaq's the center, so it's hard to
Some
compare.
athletic
But I think
guys.
it's a comparative duo if they played together.
Yeah, that's elite.
All right, Aaron, who are you taking second?
I'll go.
There's
'cause
still
I
a
get
lot of
swing
value
here.
on
I
this
get a
board.
You get a
swing
swing
here.
here. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You still have your superstar pick as well, but Giannis and Jokic are off the board.
Right.
I
I'm gonna
know
go.
what I
I'm
need.
gonna go. Cat at center,
Okay.
and then I'll take Luka Doncic at shooting guard here.
Ooh, I
So,
forget about the.
I would have put him at the
Shy,
3 with that lineup probably.
Luka.
But he's tall. If he's
Yeah.
not playing point guard, I'd put him down low.
Yeah, I got some guys though. I got some
You got
guys.
some guys?
I'm thinking of.
Fair.
But, so I got Shy, Luka, and Cat at the 5.
Okay.
I think that's.
All right. Well, so far I have
Versatile.
Ant at the 2, Giannis at the 4. So I'm gonna take. Give me Brunson at the point guard.
Okay, this is where I
Nasty.
got to make a business decision. I'm thinking I need a defender for wings, so I want Jaden McDaniels.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna take him early. I think there's gonna be value still. These
That's
are
a
playoff
defensive
teams.
squad.
It is.
Well, yeah,
That's a
Halliburton's
defensive
okay.
You got
Jokic
a
can't really
swing,
defend.
Kyle.
Oh, and then the swing.
Yep. So who's gonna be?
I'm trying to think of who's still on that Knicks team and who's still on that Thunder
So
team.
what do you have?
Give me
What's your
J Dub.
Ooh, what a
J-Dub's
pick.
still
J
out
Dub. I was hoping he
I'm
was gonna
locking
come
in.
back around.
I'm locking in J
I
Dub.
was hoping he was gonna come. So what's your starting 5 looking like?
Okay, shit. We don't really have too much shooting. We got some wing defenders. So it's gonna be Hallie, J Dub at the 2. He's a natural 4, right? I don't know. The fit's
I'd
already
say
not
he's
there.
three.
He's,
I
a,
think
Fit's
he's
already not
6'6".
there.
I'd say he's a 3.
I think I have
Chet
enough
plays the
shooting
4
between
now.
Hallie and Jokic to actually make this work. I don't know.
Williams
see.
can shoot. He just can't shoot the 3 that well. He's kind of like Jeremy Grant or like Brandon Ingram.
Slashing.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mid range.
I might have
Good
thrown-
defender.
I should have thought about
But so
this.
your
more.
whole squad is.
So far,
Hallie.
Halliburton. We're gonna have Jalen Williams at the 2.
I like it.
McDaniels at the 3,
Mhm.
and Jokic.
Shouldn't you have
Don't you
5?
have Giannis too?
No, I have Giannis.
Oh,
I got
oh,
Jokic.
Jokic.
Okay.
Oh, so you still got one left.
I got my center open. And my
Okay, yeah.
sixth
So
man.
that that's right. You're picking last. That makes sense.
Mhm.
So okay, I'm up again. I have Brunson, Ant, Giannis. So I need either a center or a small forward.
Still a lot of good small forwards.
Yeah.
There was a certain guy who hit like 6 3-pointers in the 4th who's still on the board.
Yeah, he's not going to be picked by anyone.
You might be a 6 man.
Might be on my team.
You might be a 6 man.
All due respect to you, Mr. Neesmith.
We like you, just not that much.
Good name. It's a strong name.
Former Celtic. I
The-
mean, that
the-
says something about a guy.
Biblical name.
Aaron.
This is tough. I guess the smart pick is Rudy Gobert.
Your anchor.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Rudy.
That's a big team.
That's a big
Buns.
I mean, he's playing with Giannis. He
I
doesn't
might
have to
have
do
took-
much. He doesn't have to do much. You're
So
up.
defend.
You got to swing.
Okay, so I've got Shy, Luca, and Cat. I'm gonna go with. Do I have a swing or is this just one pick?
This is swing every time for you.
Oh,
pretty
okay.
much. And until the end, I think.
Okay, so
So
I
it's the
need
first
I need a small forward and a power forward. A power forward, I'm gonna take Chet Holmgren.
That's a good pick.
Wicked.
You said it, and it stuck in my
I
head.
should have thought about him.
And then for small forward, I'm gonna take Mikal Bridges.
Ah.
I like what he does defensively, and he's got a nice 3-ball.
Before
I'm gonna
I thought
take-
of McDaniels, I thought of Bridges, but I'm thinking this new McDaniels just a little more versatile.
Yeah.
I mean, the scoring might not be there, but he can guard everybody
I think I'm taking him for like just being open for a 3
and
'cause
just
you're
being
gonna
a
have
good
guys.
player.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what he
Mhm.
is. He's just an
Solid.
all-rounder.
I like Mikal Bridges a lot. I liked him on the Suns. Liked him on the Nets. Good player.
I'm gonna take Siakam and put him at the 3.
Ooh,
Spicy P.
see, I
Oh, I just remembered a guy.
He's played the
who could play
3
my
and the
center.
4 in his career, but he can play the 3, especially if Giannis is going to be
you
back
got
to
good
basket
handles.
type.
Okay, I like. Thank God he fell into my hands. I guess we're going with Miles Turner.
Yeah.
I don't think any
Yeah.
of us thought about him.
I mean,
didn't
I
I
until
was
right
thinking him.
now.
I was thinking him early.
Did I miss anyone?
No, I mean I could have taken. It was either him, Chet, or Rudy, and I probably should have taken one of the 2 other guys because Giannis could have really handled the center type role.
Julius Randle would have been.
Yeah, he could have played the 3 as
Oh,
well.
dude, he
Pick.
played really well in the first
I'd
game.
just rather have Siakam. I think he's playing a little better right now, and I think he's a better defender than Randall.
So for
Last night,
six,
Julius Randle played like he didn't play
He
any
played like
minutes, and
shit.
he
He
played.
played terrible.
Yeah,
he played
so
horrible.
He's
like
he's
shit.
a little hot and cold right now.
Yeah.
So we got our 6 men still open.
are we doing 6-man like they have to be on the bench, or are we doing it like they could be starters? Just
They
like
can be starters.
They could be
Just like
starters.
honorable
This-
mention,
I,
pretty
I, I
much.
think, yeah. At
Just
this
whoever's
point,
left on the
Okay.
board.
Yeah, yeah.
We want to run through our teams real quick.
Well, Kyle, I think.
Sure.
Are you up?
We've been doing swing.
All right, we can run through the
Like-
starting 5s first.
Yeah, just to
What do
recap.
you got, Aaron?
So I have Shy. I think I'm gonna switch Shy and Luca. I think I'm gonna put Luca at the 1. I kind of like his
That's
playmaking.
fair.
That's cool. You got a wicked backcourt.
I think then Shy at 2, 3 Mikal Bridges, 4 Chet, 5 Cat.
That's a good team.
I think that's just a lethal positionless team. That's how we're gonna play. That's how we're gonna play Celtic style
Yeah.
positionless basketball.
I think fit you got me. My team is Halliburton at the 1, J-Dub at the 2, McDaniels at the 3, Jokic at the 4, and Turner at the 5. So I got
That's a big team.
a big
That's a
ass
tall
team.
Tall
Like,
team.
That's a good defensive team.
They'll
I don't know
sneak a
about the
couple wins
scoring.
in.
Yeah.
They'll sneak some wins in.
That's J-Dub is going to lock up whoever.
That's a
shooting
grinding
guard he plays
team.
most of the
Like,
time.
there's a gritty team.
That's a fun team to watch.
I got Brunson at the 1,
I need
Ant
scoring,
at the
though.
2, Siakam at the 3, Giannis at the 4, and Gobert at the 5.
That team is also wicked.
well-rounded team.
I think so.
a lot
I mean,
of number 1 options on
Siakam,
that team. Though.
Siakam can shoot from anywhere, really, but he doesn't shoot threes a lot. But he's a very good mid-range shooter, and that's really what he'll be doing most of the time.
There are times when Halliburton's cold that becomes it's Siakam's
It
team.
becomes
Yeah.
the Siakam show.
Yeah.
A little bit of Maturin.
But that's
He's
an
good.
elite passing team too. Like
Yeah.
that's
a lot
good.
of facilitators
Yeah,
there.
it's gonna be a good.
All right,
movie.
Aaron, who's your 6th man?
For my 6th man, I am going to. I'm going to take Julius Randle because
Yeah, that's-
Big man off the bench.
he's good.
You have
He'll
to.
fill in.
He
He's
was,
a 1.
I think, the best player on the board still.
100%.
I mean,
I want to take T.J. McConnell. Shout out the Berg.
if
but
we were doing real 6th man, it would.
that would be one of
This is
one.
just best available.
Energizer
Yeah.
point off the bench.
You're right. All right, I'm gonna go with.
I think I got a guy.
Yeah, give me Maturin. Give me Benedict Maturin.
Benny Mac.
Benny Mac.
Benny Mac, good pick.
That's actually who I wanted, but I'm trying to think.
It was
of who's
between
still
him and
out
OG
there.
for me.
With what's left, I mean, there's some Thunder guys out there. Not
Josh
Yeah.
Hart is on the board.
I don't know about Josh Hart. I think I'd be comfortable
Dort's on
taking
the board.
Membard, actually.
Nemhard?
Yeah,
Beast.
Membard. Yeah. If you look at him, I forget what stats I saw, but he's in the 90th percentile for a lot of points off assists. I can't remember the exact stat I saw.
I mean,
But I do
Tyrese is
remember
great at
watching a
setting up his
game.
guys.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
not even.
So maybe
Those
the
players
fit's
all
not good
came
on my
from, like,
team, but I
different
got a little
organizations.
chemistry with the 3 Pacers players.
Yeah,
I don't know if we take
definitely.
that into account.
Neesmith, where did he come from? He came from the
He's a
Celtics,
Boston
Yeah,
guy.
he did.
and he never really played
He
there.
was a bench.
I mean, you
bench
got
rider.
that was when Brown and Tatum were like both small forward, and they were like switching between like the 2 and the 3.
Yeah. You had a lot of Marcus Smart playing.
Like Al
Wow,
Horford playing like
Marcus
45 minutes.
Yeah.
Dude,
Good
I
Al.
feel like
Love me some good Al Horford.
it kind of just went or came and
I'm
went.
glad
But
he's staying on
Donovan
the
Mitchell actually wouldn't have been a terrible like person to pick
No.
for your superstar.
No,
I think he
no.
averaged like 40 points.
yeah, he's top
He went
5
so-
player in the league.
I
right
think
now.
he would.
Too bad the Pacers are
I
just
think
wicked.
he's
Yeah.
4th in the league behind, in my opinion, Jokic, SGA, Giannis, and then him.
That's cool. I could agree
For
with that.
just overall
4th.
rankings.
Okay, so we got our teams out of the way.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Yeah.
fill out
We'll
the
have them
fill
pop
out
up
the
right
7
here.
through
They'll
12,
pop up
man.
on the screen.
As we go
Somewhere
along, you'll have seen
here,
our list. But
here. I assume it'll be like in the foreground somewhere.
If you want to see it, go ahead and click on our Patreon link down below.
Please, I
No,
need
please.
money.
It's a link to the Croon Goons Instagram page.
Go follow the Croon Goons on Instagram
Nobody
for all your
goes
shelling
better than
needs.
me.
We can do it. Thanks for coming back.
We're back.
Uh,
Did you just drill your name?
Yeah. Woo! There's a wall here. I don't have
That'll
anywhere to
wake
put
you
my
up.
legs, so. And we're back.
That'll-
Howdy.
We're going to be going over the some movie rankings here for Quentin Tarantino. We've got our top 5, and then we'll do honorable mentions afterwards. I'll start off with my 5. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Ooh, okay. Maybe
That's-
my list isn't as controversial.
Are we
as I
giving?
thought.
Are we
That's
going?
my 5th.
Should we go around and give
Oh, a
our
5th?
Sure, we can
countdown
just go.
style?
let's just
Okay. What's
run
your
through
5,
them.
Kyle?
Do you want to finish?
No,
No.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Great movie.
So that's number 1 or number 5?
No, that's number 5.
Okay.
That's number 5.
Okay. So you want me to list all 5 of mine?
No. I just go. Oh, you want me to go through the whole list?
No,
what I said.
let's go. Let's go.
5.
Fives.
What's
and then
your
go
5?
four.
My
Yeah,
5 is Kill Bill Volume 1. We cool?
Yeah,
So far.
I love that movie.
We could produce dialogue afterwards.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough. My 5 is Jackie Brown.
Jackie Brown.
Okay. So you'll see them up somewhere.
My 4 is Pulp Fiction.
Okay. I got Reservoir Dogs at 4.
Django.
It's one that just missed the list for me. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I thought about it.
Wow.
Yeah. It's going to get worse.
My 3 is Inglourious Bastards.
I got Jackie Brown at 3. I loved that movie. It
I knew
was
that
so
was on your
entertaining.
list. I knew that was going to be on your list.
Like,
Just-
it's the one you forget about, and then
Yeah.
you watch it, and you're like, dang, okay.
That's good.
I've got the consensus fan favorite at 3, Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
I've got both Kill Bills at 2.
Oh, you could do that?
We did discuss this.
Okay.
So you can.
I was in the
we'll
dark.
count yours as both as well.
Okay, the whole saga.
Okay.
We actually
Yeah.
talked
Because
about this
I
on
might
Xbox
like
earlier. Yeah,
Kill Bill 2 better than 1.
exactly.
But Kill
But
Bill
like,
1 is
if you watch
great.
it all the way through, it's intended to be
Treated as
work
one
of
movie.
art.
Yeah.
By Mr. Quinn.
They were like released like a year after each other, I think.
Yeah,
Mm.
and that was like the only time he's ever done that.
Great series. Okay,
That's
this is
my
where I
2.
think I'm going to shake it up. I have Once Upon a Time at 2. I just really like that movie.
Yeah, it's great.
I think it's a really good movie. I haven't watched it over as many times as I've seen the other ones. I think I've only seen it maybe twice.
I always... Same here, but 3.
So I don't think.
But I end up
that's
watching
the
it
reason
every
it
time
didn't
it's
make my
on.
list. I also am with Aaron. I have Kill Bill the entirety at number 2.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's
Okay.
good. Number 1, I have Django.
Mm.
That's the best one.
You can't
for me.
hate on that.
These are
pick.
tough to rank.
You really can't.
I think my one's predictable. I got Pulp. I love Pulp.
That's the yeah.
I mean, when you think of Tarantino movies, I think your mind goes to Pulp Fiction.
I mean, I feel like when we were growing up, everybody you asked what movie to watch, it was that. Like you
Mhm.
heard that from everybody. And I got Inglourious Bastards at number 1.
Ooh, and
That is
didn't
my
make the
favorite
list for
Tarantino
us.
movie. I've seen it probably 15 times. It's just got so many quotable lines. I love every part of it, and yeah, I just think it's his overall best movie.
Best part of that movie is when he pulls out the comically large smoking pipe in the first scene. That's like what gets me.
My
My
eyes are milk.
And then they're talking about milk. It's like, dude,
Yeah, just milk.
perhaps have any milk.
It was just a milk discussion. There was no nothing
Jew
negative.
gerrymandering.
Whoa. You could have combined that.
Gerrymandering.
Mm,
That's better.
Okay.
tough time.
Sounds like Seinfeld. All right. Yeah.
So, thoughts on it?
Yeah, if you want, we're gonna run through our list.
So I guess some honorables. That's where Django would come in for me. Probably
Yeah.
my 6.
I'd probably put Once Upon a Time.
I got Reservoir Dogs as my honorable mention.
That's a good
I like
one.
it,
I
but
think I was the
it's
only
not
one
like,
with Reservoir
That's a
Dogs
good
on my
one.
list.
What did you have?
Yeah, I didn't.
I had it
have
at
on my
4.
list.
Okay.
I don't know. That's a movie that's like, when you first watch it, objectively like not awesome.
I
But
agree.
you keep watching it.
I agree.
Like you're
the
kind of
first
sucked
watch
in.
isn't awesome because it feels like you're kind of waiting for something to happen. You know.
That's the whole movie.
That's
Yeah,
all
exactly.
Tarantino because he always
Yeah.
does
No,
the things where he
that's not true.
structures
With
his
Pulp Fiction,
plots.
you're not really waiting for anything. You're seeing it
Well,
all
but-
happen.
Well, no, but because it's like callbacks. Like it's like the only movie where it like starts in the middle like of the plot.
Yeah.
If you
And
think
then it
about
like kind of
Pulp
goes
Fiction,
from like the
it's just like
beginning,
that.
like switches from the end of the movie to like the beginning of the movie. All of his movies kind of do that. And I think that's what makes him so unique and stuff.
Definitely.
Is because it does. It's not like in chronological order of like how the movie he like kind of it fills in
Yeah.
the
Definitely.
plot points.
Yeah.
That's why I like him. But I think having Django off the list, that's a little crazy.
I mean, it's like his most badass film.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's one that you like. Okay, so what my list is filled with is like dialogue heavy movies, and for some reason, I just feel like that keeps me sucked in, and I'm actually gonna watch them. Like I've seen the action in Django before. Like the scene that's awesome where he's like whipping the guy, the like slave
Yeah.
drivers. That scene's badass.
hard to quote Django. I'll say that. Questionable dialogue.
I
in
don't know
there.
if it's necessarily hard, but not
We
ideal
can't quote it.
on the
Yeah,
internet.
I don't quote it.
I wouldn't.
I'm
Shouldn't.
not going
I will say DiCaprio played a slave driver like pretty well.
to.
In
Very
that movie.
convincing.
Oh, yeah. Method
Very
acting
convincing.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's almost like it's
You
in
like-
the genes.
It's possible. A little nepotism in there.
I wouldn't say nepotism.
Generational.
Yeah, generational something.
Okay, my list. Honestly, you look at it and it's the old head Tarantino movies. Besides Once Upon a Time, I don't think I have anything that's like fairly recent. Like no Reservoir, no Django. I think I like.
you just
the
said you
older
had
ones.
Reservoir.
No
Oh,
Inglourious
sorry.
Bastards.
That's what I was thinking of. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
I don't
it's. I like.
I think it's the feel of the movie.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is one of the best movies he's made.
Yeah, it's worth talking about.
Just because, like, the dialogue in that and that whole Bruce Lee scene in it, and
Nobody
was so
kicks the
good.
shit out of Bruce.
That was
Yeah.
so good.
and it's carried like you're saying, like by the dialogue, the whole
Mhm.
movie until the end. Whenever there's like the big
When I first
action
watched
scene at the
it,
end, but
I
it's
saw it
so-
in theaters, and I was like, "Damn, that sucked. Nothing happened." And then you go and watch it again, and you're like, "All these scenes are memorable."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's just better on a second watch almost. I think that's why it's my number
Better
2.
with a couple hits of the Benjamin.
That always helps.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I agree. The first watch, I wasn't really wowed with it.
And then the end of it's like
But
outrageous.
the second time I watched it, I think we might have been at Eden's or something like that. I don't
Mhm.
remember, but it was. I liked it a lot.
Oh, when the Manson family shows up at their house, like
Oh, yeah.
you don't even know what you're getting into if you've never seen.
I don't know.
that
The best
movie.
part about it
So
is him
good.
just smoking the acid dip cigarette before the entire
Yeah,
sequence.
yeah.
And you're
Whoa!
like,
When throws like the soup
Are
in the
you
bitch's
really?
head.
I
That's
kind of like when they
insane.
first show up and he comes out in his like robe with his gut out and he's like, "Get that mechanical asshole off my street, private road."
It's a private road.
bunch of hippies smoking dope.
Cliff Booth, right? Isn't that his name? Cliff.
Yeah,
Cliff Booth?
they're making like a either a movie or a series that Tarantino's writing, not directing, but it's like with Brad Pitt.
That's gonna be sick.
I'm excited.
That's
for
gonna be
it.
sick.
I don't know who's in charge of that. It's not a Netflix show. Is it?
It's I don't know. I think it's gonna be on some streaming service, but
I'm hoping it goes to HBO.
It's-
Their HBO show is always pretty good.
Yeah,
in my
that's
eyes.
true.
Yeah,
it's written by Tarantino, which is like
I think he'll
the
get to
most
choose.
important part.
Okay, so he's in the production.
He's
he
writing.
did the plot.
He's writing the whole thing.
Okay. Okay. Well, that'll help a ton.
Yeah, that's
Probably why Brad Pitt agreed to do it.
he did such a good fucking job in that movie with that.
he did.
And we could do a tier list
The
on just
manservant.
Brad Pitt movies.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He's
Ocean's
the
11,
man.
Ocean's 12,
7.
Ocean's... What?
You gotta put in
Oh,
like
7.
Brad Pitt glaze incoming like
In the
countdown.
box.
Speaking of glazing, guys, the guy, what's his fucking name? He plays the dentist in Django, and then he's like the
Oh,
Nazi.
Christoph
and,
Waltz?
and Christoph Waltz
Is it Christoph Waltz? Is that
carries.
him?
I mean, not that the movies need carry, but he is
He's one of
the
my
best
favorite
role in each one of
reoccurring
the movies.
actors in Tarantino
100%.
movies.
Yeah.
Certainly.
I mean, Samuel Jackson's great, but
I always mixed him up with Tim Roth too, the guy who gets shot in Reservoir Dogs. He's in another Tarantino movie.
yeah, he's in Pulp Fiction. He's like robbing the restaurant.
Yeah.
The
Yes,
Honey
yes, Honey Bunny.
Yeah, Honey
Yeah.
Bunny.
Yeah, he's not so
in
bad
that one,
either.
too. No, he's good.
He's
He's
also
in a
in Hateful Eight. He's like the guy who's like sitting in the corner like the whole time. He's a British guy in that movie.
yeah.
I think Hateful Eight's not one that's
Is
fresh
he
in my
Hateful
mind.
Eight?
Swear it's
I know
not.
Goggins is in Hateful Eight.
David Goggins is in Hateful Eight. Where?
Who's gonna carry the horses?
Who's gonna carry the horses
And the firewood. And the bodies.
and the Mexicans?
Hateful Eight's worth talking about too.
because they're starting letting dogs in. All right.
Oh, Hateful Eight's in my honorable mention. I mean, there's only 8 movies, but like
Yeah,
Jackie
yeah.
Brown's in my honorable mentions.
You're
Could be
watching
top 5.
Hateful Eight, and you almost want it to be like a murder mystery. Like, what are we doing here? It's like a big suspense film. Like,
It
you're
is.
expecting some like big reveal, and the only thing that's revealed is Samuel L. Jackson getting his nuts shot. Like, that's it.
Why? Someone got their. He gets his nuts shot off in Django too, doesn't he?
When he's
Yeah,
playing.
yeah.
Yeah, when
Really?
He's playing
His
Uncle Tom.
That's
He gets
one of
nuts
his.
shot off.
That's one of his best acting jobs. I
He
think.
did a great
ever.
job there. too.
Like, that's such a unique character. To
Mhm.
just, I don't need to say
The house
specific things. Yeah,
Sam
yeah,
can
the
do a
house
lot.
guy. He was
Mhm.
like a caretaker of sorts, and he didn't like the.
Caretaker.
He didn't. He was a big fan of Mr. Calvin Candy. Let's put it that way.
Candyland.
Yes, sir. What a place.
Great place for the fair complexion.
Spring break.
models.
guy. Kill Bill. Some of the sickest dialogue whenever it's like translated onto the screen, like it's
Mhm.
just like the most badass shit. Like,
You remember
anyone's
this
ever
in the
said
first
on
Kill
fight scenes
Bill,
and
that
stuff.
whole scene where it goes anime when they're revealing
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whenever
pretty
he's
awesome.
fighting someone,
Pretty awesome.
fighting one of the 7 or whatever.
I
it is.
believe, yeah, it's the Asian woman who's one of the assassins. Her backstory gets animated.
That's what it is.
Yeah. It's super cool.
That's sick. Just
Yeah, just
slicing
the
people
choreography
around.
of sword fighting and that it reminds me of Star Wars. It's so sick. It's
Mhm.
just so cool. Just all the action sequences
Yeah.
in that movie.
Dude,
Is there? Wait, while we're on the topic,
Uma
any
Thurman
movie,
is just
any
such a good
Tarantino
actor.
movie where there's no foot stuff? I'm trying to rack my brain. Inglorious Bastards can't have
I
a foot
Reservoir
scene.
Dogs? I don't think there's
There's no woman.
other than
actors-
like the waitress in the beginning scene where it's like, I don't think
there's no women in that movie. I never.
mean
thought
you
of
don't
that.
there is no. There's like the waitress.
that
So I
might
think
be the
Reservoir
only
Dogs
woman
is
in the movie.
clear. No feet.
Is there feet in Django? Oh yeah, there is feet in Django.
Really?
I think so.
Hmm.
There's definitely.
Hey Jamie, is there feet in Django?
He's on break.
Jamie's on reels right now.
There's
What about
definitely-
Jamie Jr.?
Is there what?
Is there feet in Django?
Yeah, I need you to look up if there's feet in
In
Django.
Django Unchained, is there a foot scene?
Let me look.
I think there is. I think whenever she's in the dungeon in the hole or the hole in
Yeah,
the
the
ground.
hot box.
Yeah, I think you get some toes in that. You get some dogs.
I mean, you might see him. I don't know if it's like
Wait, Tilly.
emphasis on this.
Oh, go and get it.
Well, go.
I like the scene where Django goes to the tailor and he picks a like velvet blue suit. Like that's so
You
good.
got those like spectacles, like that's, they got like the side rims.
Got the cigarette holder.
Yeah, looking like
Oh, like a
Hunter S.
long
Thompson.
cigarette holder.
Yeah.
We gotta bring those
Cigarette.
back into style.
Those are cool.
Yeah, for real.
Those are cool.
Here's the thing. I think if you
I
like,
guess we're too good for extra filter now.
if you go outside of a bar and bust one of those out, you're either getting
You're
so
not going
much
home
play, yeah, or you're
That's what I'm
getting
saying.
like none at all. Like,
Yeah, you're being avoided.
I think if played right and you were dapper dressed and you did that,
I'm not seeing a true foot scene.
No true.
Okay,
No true
okay.
foot scene in
Thank you.
Django.
And
Django's clear foot scenes.
So
good
that's
job,
what,
Quentin.
2 of
You're
10
like
right
2
now?
for 10.
I feel like we have to round this out.
The whole.
I know Reservoir Dogs doesn't because there's no way that waitress just took her shoes off in the restaurant.
Has there been a Gin Tuesday podcast without a foot scene?
Not yet. I could get the. Y'all got socks on? Okay.
I see.
No dogs.
Quentin's gonna come knocking if you don't.
There was one way to get more views on your podcast, and that's maybe putting in a little foot scene.
Well, foot scene, Chris.
would have done.
So Once Upon a Time does have a foot scene.
episode
There is a foot scene. Her feet are on the dash. And she puts her...
Oh, there's like 2 foot
Oh,
scenes.
there's,
Once
now
Upon
that
a
I
Time.
think about
There's
it,
like 3
yeah.
foot scenes in that movie.
Just the random
Margot
15
Robbie in the
cent
movie.
horse.
Mostly
theater.
foot scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my number 2. That's my number 2.
What did you just say?
I was running through the feet scenes. There's
What one did you say? There's I don't remember
Margot
the
Robbie
Margot
in the
one.
movie theater puts her feet up on the, and then they like do a shot where like feet are focus. It's crazy. Quentin, what are you doing?
That's an awesome specific
Thank you,
5-second scene. That
Hey,
you
I remembered it.
Which one did we not talk about? We
Wow,
talked-
you must be really into the
Is there
movies.
any movie we didn't bring up?
You're a real cinephile.
There's Death Proof.
Which I have no
Never seen it.
background
It's
on.
just like Kurt Russell in like a car, and he's like trying to kill people, and like traps like women into a car, and like tries to kill them in the car. And then there's like a group of like 3 girls that like
Sounds like The
try
Punisher.
to kill him.
Y'all ever heard of
Sounds like The
Grindhouse?
Punisher.
What is Grindhouse?
That's part of Death Proof.
I
Oh, so
think
it's
that
like a
was his
two-part-
Yeah, it's like a
softcore
two-part.
pre-film career.
He tried to
Grindhouse
do...
is a 3-hour movie.
Grindhouse?
I know.
Jamie, have you ever seen Grindhouse?
Never.
Okay.
Never seen Grindhouse.
We got no
Must not
data
be
on
real.
We
Jamie's
might have
Grindhouse.
to have
seen
a,
every
we have
movie.
to have a Grindhouse premiere
The Grindhouse episode 3.
where it's just strictly
Jamie's a
Grindhouse.
conjoined twin.
Okay. That pretty much rounds it out.
Yeah.
There's one I'm seeing here called
I mean,
Four
Inglorious
Rooms.
Bastards, we didn't go that deep into.
I haven't
That's
seen
what I
that
got
saw
one.
it earlier.
I just,
I don't know. Tim
I don't
Roth's
know.
in
I
it,
like
though.
how it shows like 2 different major stories with like the unit and then like that girl. And then they just like meet at the end and it's, I don't know. I think
What
it's really
movie we
well
talking?
put together. Inglorious Bastards.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Like the runaway girl and the unit, how they like, the whole stories like come together at the end. And I know he always
I
does
do
multiple
like that
stories, but the way that they threaded together and the fact that they killed Hitler was
They
just so
flamethrower
cool. Like
it?
you're like, you
They
watch that
machine
shit,
gun
you're like
it.
They
16.
flame
You're like,
throw it out.
yeah.
They burn the whole thing down.
Bro,
and then
he
they start
put like
shooting at the
3
bear
mags
Jew
into
catches
one
on
guy.
fire.
He's like, I was like, is this how I should play COD?
I mean, you kill
Don't.
Hitler and it's a bonus. It's always
Exactly.
funny.
It was so good.
Killing Hitler was a good touch. And him carving the Nazi fucking swastika on his head at the end. That
Now
was,
that I can't abide.
now that
You
I
don't take
can't.
off that fancy ass uniform. Yeah,
Well, they're going
no.
no.
The bear Jew.
I'm gonna give you something you can't take off. Yeah. 10 out
Quality
of 10.
film.
10 out of 10.
Quality film. Pulp Fiction.
Like Pulp.
Give
I like
scene
I don't think
crazy.
we have to explain Pulp Fiction to anybody
Right,
realistically.
dude.
I feel like everyone's seen that movie.
I'm not going to explain
know
the
why
ending.
it's good.
Ooh.
I think the cocaine scene in the restaurant is one of the funniest parts.
Yeah, you start to die. Oh, fuck.
Another shake? What did I put in that?
I like when they're talking about foot massages on the way to kill like the guys with the case.
We need to get off the foot.
And go back.
We need to get out of the foot.
So
Cut
Pulp
it.
Fiction definitely has feet.
Cut the
Does Inglorious Bastards have feet?
Jamie.
Not that I know of.
Jamie, does Inglorious Bastards have any prominent toenails?
Anything with dogs in it?
We gotta give him a pay bump. Asking him about feet like 4
Do you think they
times.
pay the actor or actress more if they're showing their feet?
Foot models?
For Quentin particularly, he's like, well, I know this is special.
I feel like he sneaks it in the
like we're
plot.
getting a foot fetish scene.
Yeah, it's starting to switch over to the
The foot cast.
foot first. Finish the foot.
Well-
Foot in the
Welcome to
door
Foot Locker.
podcast. Foot Locker.
Foot Locker.
Terrence Shannon Jr. playing time?
Oh, I
Love
didn't
to
want to
see it.
disrupt the cast.
Love
but yeah,
to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, we did last time. It's some more Dante DiVincenzo content. That's what we had last time.
Is the
Bud
Dante
Spencer
dunk still in
alert.
there?
Foot scene.
Oh.
It does?
Yep.
Oh. I don't
Glorious
remember
Bastards
it.
does have a foot
So
scene.
far, there's still only 2 without.
Jackie Brown's gotta have
What's
one.
that Death
Oh, there's
Car
few.
one you mentioned with Kurt Russell?
Death Proof,
Death Proof probably has
definitely,
feet.
because it's all
Definitely
about
has
him just
feet.
like
all about feet.
bringing in girls.
It's
If
probably- that's
Grindhouse
probably-
does not have a foot scene, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Grindhouse. Grindhouse has way too many feet scenes.
Watch
Grindhouse.
Mojo Top 10.
Grindhouse isn't even on
Tarantino.
any streaming service.
We
That
gotta
shit's on
pitch that to
Xvideos.
them.
I would. Welcome back to Watch Mojo Top 10.
I used to
When
watch
you're
when I was a
talking
kid.
dogs, no one likes feet more than Quentin Tarantino.
Let's see here.
I wonder if he's married.
Quentin?
Yeah. Jamie, is Quentin Tarantino married?
I want to say no. He seems the type to be a widower, have a wife that died.
I could see it. I could see him having a Belichick wife.
Oh, that too. He could have a young wife.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
married to Daniela Pick.
Let's pull up
Danica Patrick, the
pull up Daniela
NASCAR
Pick.
driver.
Daniela Pick.
Daniela Pick.
I'm on it.
Was she in any of his films? Is she an actress?
He's a race car driver.
Jerry was a race car. I'm sorry. Don't listen to Primus.
I don't think
Not to listen.
Good
to
job.
him.
That's actually a prelude to
She bad?
our guest of the week.
She's attractive, yeah.
Let me see.
Here you
I have never actually seen his wife.
go. I mean,
Good job.
You know.
Quentin.
She looked like Ari Gold's wife from Entourage, if you guys know who that is.
just a little entourage.
I think next we should do a Nicolas Cage ranking of his movies.
Liam
I really
Carlisle and
can't.
Mike Frediani, our only viewers.
National
Leave a
Treasure.
comment what
National
you should
Treasure.
do next
You
week.
guys want the Nick Cage segment?
If you want the Nick Cage segment,
You want the Nick Cage?
We'll work on that. I'll watch a lot of Nick Cage movies.
Nick Cage movies are great. Dude, he's playing Madden in the new.
Yeah,
Madden
that's
movie.
wild.
Did you
That's
see
gonna be
his fake
sick.
prosthetic
They're gonna have to
nose?
get him all.
And he's
They're
like,
gonna have
he's
to
like,
get him
he's
dolled
got
up.
like a pillow under his shirt.
He's got
They're
like a-
gonna have to get him dolled up.
I could see that being great.
Makeup department doing overtime, for sure.
All right. Well, that's. Anybody else have any final thoughts?
Nick's it there. I think we
He's the
covered
man.
everything. I think we talked about every movie.
Yeah. I mean, let me go through just in
well,
case.
final check.
Jackie Brown, we didn't really talk about. I mean,
Well, I think it speaks for itself.
yeah.
It
Have you
speaks for
seen
itself.
Jackie Brown?
I've seen parts of it. I haven't seen all of it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like the character Samuel L. Jackson plays is like so funny.
Bro, I
But it's
genuinely
so-
think the funniest scene in any
He's like a
Tarantino
drug
movie
runner,
ever
gun
is in that
salesman.
movie. I think the funniest scene in any Tarantino movie ever is in that movie.
When he
It's
links up with his friend, is that what you're
No,
talking
no, no.
about?
When
he kills that guy.
Yeah, when Lewis, the guy who is De Niro, Lewis, I'm pretty sure his name is Lewis. He has like 3 different names in that movie or something.
Mhm.
But
Louis.
Lewis is one of the names, and when he's with the girlfriend of Samuel L. Jackson's character, and
White
they're
chick,
walking
yeah.
in a parking lot, and she's just yapping about something. I have no idea. I don't remember. But he's like, I can't take it. You won't shut up. Just shut up. Please shut up. And she didn't shut up, and he turns around, and he just shot her dead in the parking lot. Walked away.
A little shock
Didn't do
humor.
shit. Rolled her under a car.
That bitch would shut
That movie is
Great
off the
movie.
rails.
Great.
And
I
then
gotta watch
the
all of it.
name of the movie, she's just a flight attendant who's a drug mule. She's like a plot that's quite a, kind of woven in. You got like Sam's story. It's a good movie.
I gotta watch the whole thing.
A Jackie Brown plug.
It looks good. I haven't watched all of it. I've seen the first 20 minutes of it 100 times. I think
Came out in '97. It's got like that old feel. I think you're gonna like it.
it's like one of his first movies. I think.
I mean, yeah, it's
It's
about
number
like a
4.
money-running
4.
flight attendant.
It's a great movie. I think it gets overshadowed. That's why it made my list.
It definitely
Only
gets
to give it some
overshadowed.
attention,
Yeah.
and I like it.
All right. Well, we will be
Cut it
right
there?
back with
We'll watch the rest.
A couple
of it
guests.
last time.
Yeah, little
Mr.
intermission.
Minton,
Yeah, we got our
Mr.
guest calls
Edwards,
coming in.
maybe
Oh, yeah.
young Jamie. Who knows?
We could swap hosts. You have no idea what's going to happen next.
Be right back.
Welcome back. So, I guess we're going to start this off with our guest caller segment. I assume we're going to be talking about a topic we broached last episode.
Yep.
The Steelers in general. We're not entirely sure what's about to come over the air.
I don't think Tyler knows a fucking thing about football, and I don't think he's gonna have anything to say about
If you're looking
George
for
Pickens. That's my prediction.
quality conversation, not positive, you'll get it here. But without further ado,
Let's hope he picks the phone up. Could be pissing.
I hope not.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person
Nikhil Alexander Walker.
I had
On
to let it
total?
go to Ringer because that.
What?
Whoa!
How does that work?
That's just his
Give him the air.
voice.
Give him the air.
Because you know what really grinds my gears?
What grinds
I
your gears?
currently do not live close enough to Pittsburgh where I can fire upon Mike Tomlin's home. What is going through my man's mind for a 3rd round draft pick? I mean, genuinely perplexed. I don't know if we covered this, but
Oh, I think you're speaking for the masses here.
I'm speaking for the
Absolutely.
masses here, and I genuinely feel angry. What's everybody's opinion on this?
I'm right there with you, Big T. That's maybe one of the most bullshit things that I've ever seen in Steelers history. I mean, it's not even that, like, you don't trade George Pickens, but the value you get for a guy like Pickens for a third-round pick, you're just not replacing him with a third-rounder.
I think we're talking no return for one of the best wide receiver prospects in the last 10 years.
I think he's going to go there and shit the bed, though. I think he's not going to be good on the Cowboys.
Hey, wish him the best, but that's Dak Prescott.
What'd you say, Tom?
You're hoping he shits the bed, but I don't know. There was talks about him getting replaced because of personality differences, you know?
With who, though? With who?
It sounds racist. It does sound racist.
With Tomlin? Is that what you're saying?
No. We picked up that new boy.
Metcalf.
And apparently they don't mesh well from what I've been hearing word on the street. I've been going to some bars.
Where are these bars?
These bars are around the South Carolina area. I've been meeting a lot of old Steeler heads, you know.
Talking shop.
Big Steeler area down in Charleston?
Oh, yeah,
Myrtle Beach is nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Steeler fans are everywhere.
Steeler
Myrtle
fans
Beach,
over there, dude. They got a home in Pittsburgh, and then they, spend the rest of the year somewhere where it's not depressing.
So we're talking like the top 1%
They
of the
do
fan
call
are
South
talking
Carolina the Pittsburgh of the South.
Yeah.
base. Big steel town, big steel state.
That's what they say.
That is where they filmed Goon 2.
But these old heads, they're telling me that the personalities didn't mesh well, and that there's bad blood on Pickens' side here.
With Metcalf specifically?
With Tomlin specifically, and bad blood between him and Metcalf as well. Word on the street.
I've heard about the
word on
Tomlin
the
thing.
street.
That's why the trade happened.
Yeah, because Tomlin would always be like, George Pickens needs to grow up. And he'd say stuff like
He
that.
said that in a couple press conferences for sure.
He kept saying that he needs
What
to
are you,
grow
his
up.
dad? The kid's got hands, buddy. What are you?
Yeah,
Hey,
I
you're
know.
preaching to the choir
I
here.
know.
And then even like the Metcalf conflict, like he has maybe one good leg for 1 year, you know?
Metcalf on the cheek.
I disagree with that a little bit. I mean,
He's a good player.
I mean, you can't eat bags of candy and expect to stay healthy for your whole career.
He does.
he's
Yeah,
been playing
Metcalf
with
does.
like 35-year-old Geno Smith, and I don't know.
He's getting up there, and his
I like
bones are
Geno.
made of glass,
I fuck
buddy.
with
That's
Geno
all
heavy.
I'm saying.
Tyler
Geno-
Metcalf is only 27.
Geno was a top 3 passer last year in
Yeah,
passing.
Garbage.
He had a great O-line.
I like Gino.
Great O-line.
Great run game. Charbonnet and
That's a nice 1-2 punch. Seattle's working with a lot.
Kenneth Walker.
5,000 yards is...
Did he have 5,000?
Dude, he fucking killed shit last year.
JSN had a big.
I mean,
breakout.
might be
Tyler,
number
DK
one.
is much better than George. The only thing is he's like 4 years older, so you're going to get 4
He's
years
much
less
better.
production.
I think they're on par.
$5.
In a
The
vacuum.
performance for Pickens, and he's only growing, you know?
Yeah, a lot of potential with that.
I'm
kid.
100% with you, man.
And then
I agree.
Even the Steelers without a fantastic quarterback, I mean, we need somebody who could just, even if anything goes awry, you know, he's got the hands guaranteed.
Safety net player.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That's what he's done.
We just traded the clutch factor, and really, I think Tomlin's hoping for, you know, Pittsburgh Pirates type of deal. trade our good players and
For some
re-franchise.
Cole's cash.
Oh,
If it's a real
strategy's
Pirates deal.
horsecock, and it
It would
kind of
be
kills the
horsecock.
team.
I think it's going
it
to the ski
absolutely
resort.
kills the team. It kills the morale. I mean, it basically guarantees TJ Watt's
I
never
would,
going
I
to
would
win
have
a
just
Super
liked
Bowl.
to see DK Metcalf and George Pickens play on the same team together. That would have been
Exactly.
sick.
Like
Doesn't really matter who's
I feel
throwing the
like
fucking
I
I feel like
football.
after the recent success of these teams, they would have realized that you need 2 really good receivers to be great in this league.
I don't know. It seemed like a Juju Tyreek Hill type of thing.
I kind of see
They
where you're
were
going.
on the
I
same
see
team
what
for a
you're
year, I
saying.
think.
He's just literally the goat.
As soon as he shows up, the whole wire room gets angry. Happened with Antonio Brown. It could happen again.
Yeah.
Where's Juju at nowadays? Kansas City?
I think
Tyreek
plays for the
Tyreek
Patriots.
plays down in
Oh, you're
in
right.
Miami, close to your home base.
Close to the home base, Tyreek is still.
I mean, not close, but close
I mean,
to
he
his
just
and ours.
he likes the nightclubs more than the Sunday field. So
I don't know, dude. We got Metalhead Tua out here.
Metalhead too. Yeah, he's got more brain damage than you.
Don't put him in a
should
cat
come by.
Steel plate. Well done.
Noggin made a steal that Tua.
You would have played through it. You have played through it.
Sure, dude.
You have played through it. I mean, I'm sure all these viewers know about your extensive lacrosse career.
You don't need brain function to play.
They do.
They do. Now.
You don't need a brain to hold a long lacrosse stick.
Or a short one. Well, that's up for debate. It's a little skill involved.
Ball to the dome. You don't need a brain.
You just need some gumption.
You just need some gumption.
And a little grit. Throw some grit in there.
So what do you think we're going to do with that third round pick that we got, Tyler? You think we're going to try to replace him with a shitty receiver?
No, I think we're gonna try to get a better fucking quarterback. We're gonna draft a rookie or something, and it's just not gonna turn out well.
You don't think
Not far
next
off
year's
base,
quarterback
yeah.
draft Tyler has about like 5 first-round potential quarterbacks. It's way too soon to tell. Way too soon.
We're gonna get the worst one.
So then, and
Probably.
it's just gonna be brutal.
The problem
It's
is
gonna be another somewhat winning season.
exactly that's the problem because we never go bad enough to get a great pick. I don't know.
Tyler, you got any closing thoughts for us here?
This has been very insightful
This
so
is-
far.
Honestly, yeah.
My closing thought: pipe bomb in his mailbox. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were talking about here at the studio.
Are you talking about the
Keep the pipe
Tomlin
bombs
mailbox?
clear of the studio.
No, I'm not making any names, any threats, or any accusations.
And this is all in
That's
Minecraft,
good.
right?
That's
I think it
good.
would send a message, not really against it.
Yeah, dude, I'm just saying, like,
Just a little
they kill
bomb.
themselves, and it's his fault, and there's gonna be a note, and I hope they read it to him.
How are they going to read it to him if
Before or
he's
after?
incinerated?
Maybe we say like a stick of dynamite.
Are they going to read it at the
Little Bugs
funeral?
Bunny.
Yeah, a little
Cartoon.
Acme.
Yeah, but I'll leave you with that. You know.
We also did.
Slightly upset.
I had one more question for you. Well, I'll let you glaze over this, but this was just the ending of our episode last week. Why don't you just quickly run through your top 5 beers?
Top 5 beers.
Yeah.
And he'll
Okay, we're gonna start with number 5.
Burger
Natty
King.
Light.
Good choice.
Why?
Sometimes you just need a little water to cool you down after a night of heavy drinking, and Natty Light is
refreshing.
that choice.
Always did answer the call.
Okay,
Okay.
number 4,
Number 4.
Budweiser.
Oh my
God
god.
heavy.
Bud Heavy. Because PBR is just a little too trashy. Budweiser just makes it, you know?
I don't.
Keep going, keep going.
You feel better. You feel more wealthy than just drinking a regular PBR, even though it's practically the same taste, and they're both kind of nasty.
I'm hearing you.
Kind of echoes what we said. We threw PBR and
Definitely
D-tier
a
and
budget
Bud
lover's
Heavy at
choice
C.
for sure.
Yeah, I'm a budget beer choice here.
Hey, like to hear it.
We're not talking IPAs. You're on the right track.
Yeah, this is just your top 5 favorite.
If we go IPAs, then I'm spitting game. Like, I'm giving out good ones.
I don't think so. I think
I'm expecting
I think
you to
you're-
turn it
I-
up a notch at 3.
Keep those secrets.
We're talking commercial beers here. Like,
We're talking
Yes.
just overall
shit in the
favorites.
overall favorites. I'm at number 3 right now, aren't I?
That's
Yes,
correct.
sir.
Number 3, Bud Light.
Bud Light.
Controversy has knocked her down.
You're not Shane Gillis.
The controversy has knocked her down on my list. I have not recovered from the past Bud Light experiences. However, coming home from work to a 24-pack and then playing Mortal Kombat just in the pocket. Just in the pocket, dude.
It's a
Just
pretty badass list so far.
Absolutely. Yeah,
weaving, you know, just
I mean, I can't deny that. No, I can't
It's
deny
pretty
that.
grungy.
It's cheap and it's easy.
And it's
fun.
Bud Light.
That's how I like it.
It's actually a term we used a lot last week. Frisky and fun.
Frisky and fun.
Yeah.
Bud Light for sure.
Definitely oversaid that one, but
I like
number
it.
2, you gotta find your beach, you know?
Oh
That's
yeah,
Corona.
I'm hearing
That's
you.
Corona for me. Corona Extra.
Corona Puff.
I'm putting Corona Extra at number 2, you know?
Extra. Not a fan of the Corona Light or the classic Familiar?
I'm still waiting for that.
You know,
A Guinness or
Light's got, I just fuck with that extra taste. It's got that flavor, you know, you add a lime, you're just fucking there, and then you add a little bit of fucking gin or like vodka, you get a fucking loaded Rona, put a lime in there.
Throw a little grenadine in that
That
piece.
is awesome.
I'm fucking with that pick. That's a really good
You
pick.
fill the neck with a shot and you just flip her upside down and you're
That's
fucking,
good.
you're rolling, dude. You drink like 4 of those and you're naked on the beach just getting the worst taste of your life.
I'm hearing you, Tyler. What you got? What you got for 1?
Number 1, we pick Modelo.
Yeah,
Cerveza heavy
Yeah.
list.
I love it.
love that pick.
Put it in SR shelves.
For all of our
I just gotta
PR brethren.
ask ourselves, really, like, what are we doing wrong where the Mexican beers are genuinely
Some of the best.
So much better than what we have to offer.
I put
We
Modelo.
had
in my top.
Modelo and Pacifico in our S tier in our beer rankings last week.
Tecate nearly made S too.
And we get a Modelo seltzer ad, and I feel like the government just, you know, needs to hold off. a
Modelo
little bit.
seltzer?
You just got a Modelo ad?
Yeah, they heard the
Modelo
typo,
seltzer.
but I need to.
That's a thing?
I hope not.
I'm being watched.
We knew that. We knew that.
Tyler, it's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah, please come on the show again. We had a great time.
We're gonna
Any
We'll be
final
hearing
thoughts
from
for
you
the
soon.
audience, Mr. Minton?
again.
Hide your money from the IRS offshore under your mattress.
I haven't tried offshore.
Avoid taxes.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Oh, actually, another thing. If you have sex in your car and you have an OnlyFans, your car is a tax write-off.
It's the best thing we've heard all night.
That's the best shit I've heard all
We'll take it into account.
That's a gem.
I don't want to know how you found that out. I don't even need to know.
Tyler, thank you very much.
I appreciate you for joining us, Tyler.
Don't cut him
Thanks
off.
for coming on.
You are welcome.
We're not going to cut you off. If you do want to continue
If you
to,
have more final thoughts,
you have more thoughts.
That man has
Thank God
all
let me
the
go.
thoughts
I
in the
mean,
world.
trying to hang myself.
We know.
I don't want to keep you from that.
Yeah, no.
Well, don't fear the Reaper, Mr. Minton.
Alrighty.
All right, you take care of
We'll
yourself.
see me on the news. See you later.
His name is Mud, and that's been Mr. Minton.
Bye, T.
JT.
See you.
Wow, what a guy.
Absolute legend.
Just
A
dropping,
voice of the people type
dropping
guy.
nuggets of knowledge
Here and
everywhere
there.
he goes.
He didn't even need a script. He didn't need an outline. He didn't even need a suggestion.
You can learn a thing or two from guys like that.
Once again, go check out Ferrero Gomez on YouTube. You could learn a thing or two. Be a thing or two.
Check out Croon Goons on Instagram. And I think we wrap it up there, guys. Right?
I think we should also check out CJ at West Banco.
He does a great job over
Absolute stud.
Absolute killing it on the tellers this week, I heard.
there. Not a cent misplaced. My gosh.
Drawers were full. Everybody was accounted for. Every cent, every dime.
They call him the bear Jew of
Also,
West
if
Banco.
you have any
He's
sort
so
of
good.
ailment with your shoulder, with your leg, go see Dr. Jack Dagorian,
Soon to be.
Chiropractor, LLC. He'll get you right. He'll fix you up. I don't know. I just want to go over a little bit of what Tyler was talking about. Maybe,
Like the OnlyFans
Sum that
in the
up.
car.
yeah.
stuff.
That's something we could dive into, but could also leave it for next week.
Good
I
tax
just think-
write-offs.
I love where he.
I think that's a
I love
topic
where his
of
head
an
at with the
episode.
Pickens talk because I agree 100%.
Bad.
There will be no bomb.
But don't be too comfortable.
Yeah, that's all that we have to say about that. I think that that's probably something to look into financially. He's also got some good pointers there. If you guys want his LinkedIn, we'll put that in the comments as well.
It'll be in the description.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening to the Gin Tuesday podcast on this Friday. Remember to check out all the pages. There'll be linked in the YouTube. The Kroom Goons, the Ferrero Nader Gomez, and Finish the Fight. They'll all be
Shout out, Finish the Fight.
They'll all be down below.
All right. Well, for all you sex havers out there, put a helmet on your soldier and have a good night.
Freak off.
Freak off.